Man, I think I think Bill what I think Bill Haney is doing is right now by him being on all these talk radio shows, all these talk radio shows. What he's doing right now is fighters like Chris Colbert, a lot of up and coming fighters, a little older than Devin, but I believe have the skills, have the height, the hand speed, hand-eye coordination, getting experience, boxing skills. And some of these guys, they quiet. They gonna come up and start. I believe all these guys like this gonna start calling out Devin Haney real soon because B- Bill Haney is putting a bullseye on Devin Haney back. That's one thing about going on the LDBC, going to all these talks. It may raise it may raise Devin Haney's it may raise his profile. It may get him new fans. It may turn him into a star on the internet. It may help him. It may help his numbers. But when you as a fighter go out and do that, just like what Mayweather, it's almost like what Mayweather did. It almost like what Mayweather did at 20. What Bill Haney is doing to with Devin Haney now is what Mayweather did when he was already a complete fighter. He was already in his man strength. He was already tested. He was already 27, 20, 28, 29 years old before he started getting on the networks, putting on the sombreros, dancing, talking shit to Oscar, hang with 50 Cent, and all that type of shit. He was already who he is. Devin ain't who he is now. I see Devin growing. I see Devin Haney growing as a fighter. I also see Devin Haney getting more power, and I see Devin Haney setting more traps, becoming a better fighter. But right now, he's not there. But right now, what he's doing right now, if he knock out Gamboa with all this heat on all this heat he got on him now, if he knock out Gamboa or beat up Gary Russell, I believe he gonna become a wanted. I believe he's on his way to becoming a wanted man, and you're gonna see the Chris Colberts and all the other boxers from 26 to 47 start calling out his name the same way what happened to Earl Spence, the same thing that happened to Gervonta Davis. But it's Bill Haney keep doing these interviews, it's getting bigger. The disdain and the growth for Haney is growing. That's all you gotta do is go on the internet and pull up his name, and you can see the comments growing. He already got a big hate fan base from that white boy can beat me comment. His fan base is growing. Now I can say Bill Haney doing a good job in that, building his profile. He speak well. He's very articulate. Got white teeth and snazzy dressing, and he talk and he know how to get on the shows, and he know all the right people on the internet. He know all the right people on the internet, but he turning his son into a wanted man, and he's not going to have to chase Gervonta Davis no more. I believe he's going to become the wanted man. I believe he's not going to have a chance to get into a lot of those big profile fights. He's going to become the profile fight. And I believe Bill Haney gonna realize what he did when all of a sudden Devin Haney fighting the Chris Colberts and fighting all these other up and coming fighters, calling them out. And I believe Devin will take some of these fights, and I believe some of these fights gonna be big. But he going to become the man, and it's easy. It's easy chasing. It's easy chasing Lomachenko. It's easy chasing Javante Davis, but it's not easy when you the wanted man. When everybody, all the up and comers, can call out. That's all you can do is say Devin Haney name, and thousands of people following you. Thousands of people saying, "Oh yeah, I want to see that fight." I want thousands and thousands of people blowing you up. The people blowing up. That's all you have to do is say, I see that by the end of this year, I see that as Bill Haney keep this streak up and keep building Devin up to this man that everybody fearing. I believe he's going to become a wanted man very soon. And I believe a lot of these guys, and a lot of these guys like Chris Cole, these polished guys going to be calling him out. 23, 24 years old with 14 to 15 fights. They right now, that's all they gotta do is say Devin Haney name, and they and everybody, all the articles is written by them. The whole boxing world is talking about them. That's all they gotta do is say Devin Haney name, cause that's what Bill Haney is laying the groundwork for his son to become a wanted man. But he might be big in boxing. He might be getting the $1 million paydays, the mansions and shit. But I hope Devin Haney at 21 years old, I hope he's ready, because he's only 21 and he's still building. He's right now. He's his father is writing the check that I hope Devin Haney ass can cash.